More leet code. What would be problems are we have for Java? We're at 53. And it's been a rough Thanksgiving on this. I wonder, did I do leet code last Thanksgiving? Oh, that's not right. This would be it. Yeah, we did. Even before, not really. I think kinda. I think it might have been here. Actually, I don't remember. And then just nothing. So, anyways, we'll get back into it and solve some today. Apparently, I've already done this one, and we just got this one just launched. 1,000 people looking at it. Also, let me. I don't have my other page open actually, so let me go ahead and set that up, and we can start. Get a weekly, some weekly stuff going. So there's that. All right. Cool. I think this is good. Ah. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's open up Restream so we can get this thing set up. We are live. Okay, cool. All right, we're almost there. Apparently, it's actually like a good amount of you guys already here. I didn't even know that. I was not expecting that at all. Sorry to potentially disappoint you on not talking, but essentially, we're just going to be doing the same thing as we always do, solving problems, trying to get better, improve. Okay. Oh my gosh. Did I mess that up? We're almost there. We're almost there, right? Okay, everything's set up and linked. Stream is up. And we are good. And so now we can get started. Cool. Let's get started on this problem then. And then I need to turn this thing down. Maybe do in the C. Chainsaw Man. Do this Chainsaw Man. There we go. Now we're set up. We're all good. All right. Let's get started. Let's get this in. So, given an array of positive integers, nums, remove the smallest subarray such that the sum of the remaining elements is divisible by p. If it is not allowed to remove the whole array without only the smallest subarray, you need to remove. Happy Thanksgiving, man. How was it? It was good. I mean, although I didn't really do anything. I just walked around with my wife, and that was it. Had like just like some ordered food, but wasn't a whole lot. but good. I've been trying to plan like what do I want to do. I think I'm gonna do like a 30-day kind of like just interview prep challenge, and where like I just try to get people and myself like just working on like just interview prep stuff. So basically I would just make videos every day of doing stuff like going over my resume and then like figuring out the leak code problems to solve, and then system design stuff, and then and all the other prep that goes into job hunting and applying to places and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna do that in December. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe I should postpone it and do it in January. Maybe. But then another thing I'm thinking is like, I've been spending a lot of time thinking like, should I even bother like doing like the Fang stuff? Because I really only would get the Fang job really just to add credibility. I don't know how much I even care about that though. Like it'd only be for adding credibility to other like software engineers who are viewing and like potentially watching. I don't know how much I care about that. I could just be a good engineer. And I don't know. Anyways, those are just things I'm thinking about. I'm trying to decide like, do I want to continue, or how hard do I want to spend on doing this? Which is probably, I don't know, it's pretty low effort. Like making videos and stuff. Which Fang companies are you targeting? Really just any company, right? Like I mean, the real thing is it should be a company that I think people would recognize. So I think Facebook, Google, like I honestly don't care. But one big thing I guess would be the pay for sure. So then the pay would have to be good. So Microsoft is out. Microsoft doesn't pay at all. Unless they would senior, but bro, this is, oh, you can't see my screen. That's rip. Hold on here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, like would it not be Microsoft? Because Microsoft does not pay at all. What is this? Oh, why is my computer in Spanish, by the way? There's something fishy's happening. Is it thinks I'm in Spain. I don't know why that is, but yeah, basically just any like big company. Like I mean, I don't know. I mean, like this is good. This would actually be a bonus, right? I'd be making like 80K more, which is good. I mean, 80,000, that's a lot. But then I'm also thinking like the work and stuff, because right now I have it like pretty good in terms of work-life balance. Like it's really, really chill. And Apple doesn't really pay that much. Anyways, so those are just things I'm thinking. If it's Fang, like I mean, I probably shouldn't care. I should probably, I don't know. I probably just won't. I probably won't. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I won't do the Fang. I'll just do the business stuff and just like build out. 230K would be life changing for me. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean you just gotta, I mean, I don't know where you actually are, Christian. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you are. I mean it depends like where you're living, and then also what that's what's up, man. I thought companies in HackerRank were steering away from legal like problems. No, they're not. Still ask it. Definitely still ask it. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, so I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm trying to think a lot about this. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot, but it's a lot to have like you're basically kind of set. I feel like for life, as long as you just work for like 30 years, like you're definitely like, and it's probably even less than that too. Richmond, Virginia. Richmond. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's not really like life changing, but I think it's like a lot. It's a lot for sure. It's a lot for sure. Like it's basically you have all your needs taken care of, but like it's not enough to where like you can. There's actually a YouTube video about this, isn't it? It's in like a centimillionaire living like. There's a video of a guy. Oh man, there's a guy and he like goes over what people who have $100 million like live like, but like basically it's not a lot of money to like buy anything. Like this isn't enough to buy like anything. It's like enough to you can get savings and like you can't buy a house in the Bay Area, but you or even in DC maybe, possibly depends on where you are, but um yeah, I don't know. Where's the I don't remember the name of the video. I think it was like what it's like having $100 million. Where's that guy at? Oh, here it is. This is him. This is him. We got it. This guy, Johnny Harris. Give me a second. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one here. Oh, my videos stopped working.
This is what a $25 million a year salary looks like versus a $25,000 a year salary. About 20% of Americans live on this amount of money or less. I want to show you the lifestyles of people who make this much money versus this much money, and everything in between. The reason I want to look at these differences is because of
Yeah, but like basically, TLDR on this 30-minute video is that you know, you like you don't have like an insane lifestyle. So you basically like you have like upgrades, like where you can afford like a lot of kind of dumb stuff, but like it's not like a ton of stuff. And so like people can kind of walk into a trap where they're still not happy. Which is I feel like that's kind of where a lot of them are. Like it's like enough. Like most people probably just buy a really nice car and then they're paying that off and a lot of other stuff. But yeah, Sean, I live in Toronto. The ceiling here is definitely not as high as the States. Yeah. Yeah, the Canadians. But anyways, it's something I'm thinking about. I don't even know if I want to do this big thing. I'm just worried about like the work-life balance. That's a big thing. But that doesn't stop me from interviewing. So if they reach out to me, if they want to interview me, I'll happily do it. I'll happily grind my butt off and take it. But so it's probably this or probably not. I mean, I probably will just end up interviewing with them regardless. Who knows? Okay, anyways, given an array of positive integers, return the smallest subarray, possibly empty, such that the sum of the remaining elements is divisible by p. It is not allowed to remove the whole array. Return like the smallest subarray. Okay, I need examples of this because I don't understand really what you mean by removing smallest subarrays. 314. That's divisible? The sum has to be divisible. Okay, that makes sense actually. The smallest sum. Okay, so we need subarray sums. Apparently I solved this too. That's crazy. October 2024. So here the sum of two elements of the element in nums is 10, which is not divisible. We can remove the subarray 4 and the sum of the remaining of the 6, which is divisible. Return like the smallest subarray that you need to remove. We want to maximize the full size. And here we take out 2 because nothing else can be 9. Nothing else can be 9. But then wouldn't it be, it means that I can also take out this one, which is exactly what we do here. Okay. And this one is perfect. We don't remove anything. So you need to remove 0, so it's fine. -1 if it doesn't exist. Okay. I'm curious when people say they spend an hour on a LeetCode problem, are they Googling syntax and looking at documentation or just trying different approaches? The goal is that you want to try different approaches. Which, yeah, Christian, I think if you look at like me solving this, like you'll see that like first I read this, I don't really know what's happening. And then I, kind of look at the examples, right? But like, and I still don't really know the solution to this. I think I could find the solution to this because I was able to solve this in the past. But I don't know what that solution is. And so then it's like, okay, well, what do I know about this problem? Okay, I know subarray. What do I know about the subarray problems that I've solved in the past? Well, I know subarray problems that I've solved in the past have I used like something like a sliding window and things like that, right? Like basically I'm going to be playing around with ideas. Does sliding window here work? I don't know. Does stacks work? I don't know. Does graphs work? And so it's like you pull out everything in your tool belt of ideas. Rage. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah. So like essentially that's what you want to do. And that is actually like, that's the thing that makes you the best is like you have like, strings, hash maps, arrays, but you just throw in stuff at the wall and then like trying to see if you can get it to fit. But yeah, so here, like, again, I would maybe try doing sliding window. So maybe I would say like, okay, 3. But if I do a sliding window, I think 3 is my window. Or like maybe my window is always valid. And what I do is I just expand. And then expand, I'm like, okay, well now this isn't valid. Or maybe I make the full thing like this, full, and I see if it's possible. And if it's not, then I try to find what do I need to remove. And like removing a 3 doesn't do anything because 3 is a 3. P is 6. Oh gosh. I don't know how I did this. I might not actually have been able to solve this. This actually might be really hard because P is another variable. Well, yes, that's great advice. Just doing some LeetCode. Heck yeah, we're doing LeetCode. Yeah. I mean, but that's how you get better, honestly. Like, and then the big thing is when you look at the solution afterwards. So that is the process of getting better. Like even now, like I don't really want to do this. Like I don't want to sit down here and not know how to solve this problem. Particularly streaming, I think is kind of rough too because people are watching you can feel bad, I think. Or you can even feel bad like yourself. But like at least like when I watch, people are like look at them solve problems, like I think they feel bad. They're like, oh, I don't know. But I mean, it's just part of the process. Like live, like you're watching me, stumbling around, not know what to do, basically. But anyways, like that is, I mean, that's just directly how you get better. So you go through and you just do that over a period every single day and you'll just get better because you'll just get better at using the tools and you'll know what works and what doesn't work and all that. So, yeah. Advent of Cyber Day. I think is that an ad? Feels like that's an ad. Wait. Get your relatives' emails, find them in a breach, write their passwords. That's like something else. I don't know what that is. Yo, 1,300 solved is crazy work. Yeah, did it last year. Most of it was on stream too. Last year and most of it was on stream. Okay, let's see here. So I don't think sliding window works here. So I looked at sliding window, I kind of considered it, and I'm not really seeing it. I think there might be some idea though of like just taking everything here and adding it up and then seeing like how much excess do I have for this modulo. I think that's like a nice idea. Because if we have 8, 10. Okay, well, we have 4 too many. That makes sense, right? Like we summed everything here, it's 10. This one is 6. Okay, well, we have 4 too many. Like we need to remove a 4. We know that. And so it's like, okay, well, what subarrays sum to 4 becomes our problem. What subarrays sum to 4? That becomes the problem. And then the LeetCode problem would be like, can we find this in O of n? What subarrays sum to 4? What is the smallest subarray that sums to 4? So then how do we find that? Obviously, like here, 4 works because 4 is inside, but there are cases like this, maybe 9, 9, 14, 15, 16. So we're at 16, which I guess is like excess of 7, I guess. Yeah, 16 minus 9. So we need to remove the subarray, the smallest subarray that sums to 7. Like if this one were to sum to 7, well, then we would just be able to remove it and everything would be fine. I don't know. How do we find what sums to 7? Is that prefix sums? Possibly. Maybe. Prefix sums? Oh, also, actually, I should say too, Christian, is that, and I think you want to do too, is you want to, when you're solving these out, if you're doing it for like an hour or whatever, you can also look at hints. So then you can start opening up the hint buckets and trying to get closer and closer, but you don't actually like look at the solution. And then you can even look at the solution and only do glimpse at it without actually fully reading all of it and spoiling yourself, because you can kind of feel if you're close or not. I feel like I'm close with the kind of idea that I had described, but yeah. What language do you use for these challenges? Java or Python. So primarily I've used Python. So I have 1,258 in Python out of these, this total, but I need to bump up my Java really so I can become like an expert at that. So because I think Java will help me. I think Python helps me a lot because now I can play around with AI stuff and I can code out things really fast. And then Java helps because with unemployment, basically I just probably won't have to worry about being employed if I know Java. I think. Yeah. I'm really thinking a lot what I want to try to plan for the future here. Slash meme. Okay, I did not know it was slash meme. I did not know. I'm getting offers for Java jobs. What do you mean you're getting offers? Yeah, there's a lot of Java jobs. Lots of legacy Java. Yeah. There's a ton of Java jobs. I mean, Java is like, especially big companies too, that, I mean, they'll pay you like a good amount if you know Java. For sure. There's also, there's a lot of AI, like Python stuff, but like, that stuff might be weird. Maybe like AI is a bubble that's going to pop. So, I think Java's like, it will always be around. Would you recommend learning JavaScript or Java? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Like both are good, but JavaScript is front end. So do you want to do front end or do you want to back end? I can't recommend I can't recommend you to do, I say, oh, well, front end's better. It doesn't really matter. They're both good. But yeah, like it wouldn't, oh man. I think really just, yeah, like it wouldn't surprise me if Zillow used Java, or like Verizon, probably uses Java, but like these are companies that should pay pretty well. Visa uses Java, I think. I mean, they pay they pay pretty well. It's like, I feel like if you always want a job, you could do it with that. I don't know. Like, I mean, even like the real thing is you would go on Indeed and you would actually look and see how many roles there are. Got it. Thank you. Been enjoying your channel, learning so much. Thanks a ton. Yeah, no problem. No problem, no problem. But and this is where too, like I would say, you know, again, I don't know where you're kind of at in your journey, but like like if I was someone who didn't code at all, I like if I could go back, I would just tell myself to just learn Java, and I would actually tell myself to like read a book on Java and like really learn like all the like the stuff about it like based off that book and make sure I know that book. So I would go into ChatGPT and I would type in what are some good Java books. I want to become really good at Java, and I would do that. And if I wanted to go the front end route, I would do the front end. But I would probably just tell myself do back end because I think I kind of prefer back end honestly at this point. It's a lot more complex. Back end feels a lot more complex, and then front end you have to design, and like design feels kind of like weird. For me personally, right? For me personally. I'm in Houston. There's not so many front end jobs. Indeed is mostly Java posting, some C. Yeah. Yeah. And if you want to know very quickly, like what is, you know, kind of like the thing. Maybe San Francisco Bay Area Java or something. I don't know. I don't know why my thing's in Spanish, but like you can go to Indeed. You just type in like Java, and it will just pull up all these things that say Java. This is in the San Francisco Bay Area. So you can do it for the city. So every city tends to skew differently. I would say that Bay Area has a lot of startups, and startups prefer Python at the current moment. And so then it's like that. But you say like 800 jobs is what you would see. And if we go here and we type in like Python, like we see like 2,000. So it, you know, in the Bay Area, Python is dominant. So it depends. Depends. And my guess is that those Python jobs are also going to say AI. If I were to look at these in like data science and all that. Data science and AI. Okay, how do we find the smallest subarray that equals a number? Smallest subarray that equals a number. How do we do that? Also, let me turn on notifications. Okay, cool. Like, how would I say I'm looking for something that's 7? And I don't know how to do that with. Let's go here. Okay. 7, 7, 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. 6, 7. Trying to see, is there a way that I can like design a, I don't know how prefix sums helps me here. Man, this I feel like this has to be a stack problem. But like, how would I know if I've seen a 7? I know I need a sum of 7, but how would I know if I've seen it before? Because I don't want to iterate over every time. And honestly, I should probably just look at the hint. I think the hints are just going to tell me what I've kind of already talked about here. So we're like slowly cracking down on the problem, but the hints usually aren't very helpful. Use prefix sums. Rip. Okay, maybe they are helpful. I don't know how the prefix sums would look. Let's try it out. I mean, we can roll it out and see. 6, 9. We started with 0, 6, 9. 6, 9. 9 plus 5. 14. 14. 16. Okay, that's great. Now, again, we found the target. We do know off rip that the target is like 7, but where do we find the 7 here? So that's the confusing part for me. Is where do I find the 7? Let's see, we're almost there. The 7. Well, then it would be, just subtract these every time? Is that it? Or would it be this? We subtract this and it's 7. But how does that work if they're in the middle? It's like so tough. Calculate the subarray sums. Maybe I'm forgetting that technique. I don't know anything about that. But this is obviously a 7, which is what we're looking for here. I just don't know how to do that. Don't know how to do that. I just know we need it. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Suppose you know the remainder of the sum. How does it moving the array affect the remainder? Like, this is the thing that I'm saying. This is the 7th thing that I mentioned. Use mode to keep track of the rightmost index for every pre-sum. Keep track of the rightmost index. No, I'm not seeing it. I don't know what that means, really. What? How hard is this problem? Am I just crazy or what? Okay. Yeah, that's why I can't figure it out. I feel like this is a hard problem. This is a very hard problem. 2000 rated, and I'm like 2016, so that would make sense why I can't solve it. This is like very, very much at the limit of what I can do. I think it's good that I was able to get and understand and then like sub problem, but this prefix sum is like crazy hard. I don't understand that. So I don't think I was actually able to solve this in October. I think I probably just looked it up. That'd be my guess. I don't know. Because it was probably a daily problem or something. And I'll copy paste for daily problems, but all right. Which people in my school group would actually join like the call-ins. It's unfortunate that I have such little traffic. Nobody joined the call-ins. It's unfortunate because I like being able to give advice and actually talk as opposed to doing LeetCode problems. What's your favorite problem category? Mine is graphs. Yeah, mine is graphs for sure. Like, I always loved the idea of like just being able to like draw connections of things. And so that was really cool. And so like I explicitly kind of like, because I loved the idea of like a graph and like social media and like the fact that people can be connected and like the fact you can abstract things and represent them as like these little nodes or whatever. I thought that was really cool. And so I spent a lot of time like studying and like learning and practicing it. And so this is definitely graphs are my strongest, and it's also like my favorite. Second favorite data structure. Second favorite. Like my second best is probably recursion. It's probably recursion. It's probably my second best because recursion's pretty easy. Once there's not that many patterns to it. Yeah. And tries, actually. Tries. I'm really good at tries. Tries and graphs, for sure. I'm very, very good at those. I think those are probably my favorite. I'm trying a graph. And then maybe heaps after that too, because heaps are also fun. Heaps are good. But I think now, again, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot, man. I've been thinking a lot. We'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. We'll see what ends up doing. Like basically, I'm trying to decide on what do I want to do with like the future. And I think just everything just goes back to doing like the freelancing stuff. I think that like makes the most sense. Like it feels like that's just like the best thing is like the freelancing, like building apps out for people. Because apparently I could charge like $5,000 and just like, and these are like, and for stuff that like it would take me like, you know, maybe like 30 hours total just to build. And it just because like the thing, it's just so powerful with AI stuff right now. How much, what is it like? And it honestly would probably take me less than that, but I think like go into freelancing. And I just have to only focus on that. And I've already done it before, so I actually know about it. I know what it entails. Anyways, all right, let's look at this 2000 rated problem. Oh my god. I might make a video about this one because this one's actually tough. Like, I just don't understand this. This idea here. Because there's no way you're going to tell me that I'm supposed to compare every single variation. That doesn't make any sense. There's no way. But we still yet, there is a 7 somewhere here that I just need to map it somehow. Even if I subtracted 7, that doesn't do anything. This would be 9, 7, 2, -1, -7. I don't understand it. If I subtract the 7, it's still not really there. Like I need a 9, which is kind of interesting here because I need a 9. So that's one pattern I'm seeing. Like maybe we have to transmute it like this. And then we look and see, is there a number in the prefix sums that fits? For this case, it would work, and then we would just return that index 0, 1, 2. Minus like where we found it. And there could even be multiple, maybe, I don't know. But I don't know. Anyways, I think we're going to give up on this one. We're going to start looking at the solution, I think. Is Tyler one just... Is he just hanging out? Bro, the screen is... Tyler one just hanging out? I think that's also copyright music. I don't know if I can play that. Nintendo is pretty hardcore about that. I should probably play Mario 64. Honestly, I haven't played it before. Never played it. It's supposed to be iconic. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, I'll just look at the solution because I don't know. Got to look at this. It's a hash map. C++ is so ugly. Prefix, suffix. What did I do? DP? There's no way I thought of that. No shot. What I should do is submit, not in Python, but in a different language if I copy paste in the future. Brute force. Prefix sum modulo. Mod map. No, I don't understand, man. Don't understand. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can tell that I just skipped it entirely. Just skipped it entirely. I feel like I'm so close though. I just have to actually read and understand the solution. Anyways, I don't know if you're still here, Christian, but like this is what this is kind of what's involved with improving. Is that you try it for, 24 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever, which granted I didn't even do. I've been talking on stream, whatever, but you try to come up with hints, right? The good part about this problem is that I was able to get the hint number 1. I was able to get the hint on number 2, I believe. And then this one, use a map to keep track. I don't know anything about this. I don't know what that means. And so then I need to read the solution and then come back to it a couple days later. Which I think I did this to, and I solved one of the hardest LeetCode problems that I ever solved. A couple days. Which one is it? Was it here? Or was it this one? Might have been this one. I don't remember anymore. No. I don't remember. Smallest number of offset bits. I feel like there was one that I did a while back, and I made a YouTube video on it, but whatever. It was one of the hardest ones that I had done. Let me actually check my YouTube. But the point of me trying to show it was that now I have it in the books and I can solve it again. Like even though it's been weeks or whatever since I've actually looked at it. Someone asked me about resources that I should make, or like resources I would recommend for preparing for, I think, system design on LeetCode, like what books to read or courses or whatever, or free resources, whatever. So I'm going to make a compilation actually, which I should probably do right now in this live stream. I should probably do that. What are we looking for? Oh yeah, find X sum. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. This is the hardest problem that I've solved. This one was weird. I don't have to remember it. I think it was like you have to use 2 heaps. Or like, no, it was 3 sorted list. I think this one was used 3 sorted list. It was 3 hash maps, I remember. Or 3 sliding windows. Yeah, I remember. And you have to balance them out. I remember. That one's cool. And now it's just understanding this one. Anyways, like that's the point. Is that like that's what this process is. Is premium worth it at discounted price, bro? It's hardly even a discount. $40 off, like that's nothing. Now that said, if LeetCode was sponsoring me, I would say heck yeah, use my promo code. But no, it's not that much. Like I mean, I think it's worth it. Like most of the time when I do my interview preps, I'm only prepping for like 2 months or 3 months. But LeetCode Premium is worth it if you, I think probably one, tend to give up easily, just so you give up. But two, if you want to have LeetCode tokens, it's good for that. So if you go here and click redeem, you do the dailies every single day, they'll actually give you a t-shirt. So I already have a shirt, but I'm actually about to get another one just because I just do the daily problems every day. And I like sign in every day. And if you click contest, sometimes it says happy leak coding. So that you can get an extra 10 tokens. But annual is good because you get bonus tokens. So you kind of get a shirt. You kind of get a t-shirt. If you actually, use it and sign up every day. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it doesn't give you really a whole lot of anything premium. So you could totally use the site for free. Dang, interviewee cooked if they are asked that question. Yeah. No, this one, you have to use 3 sliding windows. It's cool. It's a cool problem. But yeah, it's not going to ask in interviews, I don't think. Maybe at like a, high level, like OpenAI, I think would probably ask it. I think you can expect that in OpenAI. Okay, let's see what's happening. All right, so there is, let's I don't know. Should I build the resources? I should probably just, I don't know, should we build the resources or should I just read through this solution a little bit? I don't know. Let's try to read it. Prefix sum modulo. We want to reduce the number of subarrays checks while still solving the problem correctly. Okay, this problem is a little summarizing. No, I might have to just read through it later, which kind of sucks, but let me look through the code and see if I can just understand from the code. Get the sums. That's fine. Get the total sum. You don't need to modulo every single time. Can't you just modulo at the end? Okay, target. Total sum on B, that's fine. Target 0. Then we works. Modulo map. Current sum and length. Iterate through current sum. So it's like prefix sums. Needed is what we need to remove the target. If needed in mod map. This is something I've seen. I don't remember what this pattern's called. I think it's prefix sums. I think that might be the pattern. But I've seen it before, but I don't know a whole lot. Anyways, okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. All right. I'll look through it. We'll look through it later. Whatever, and try to solve it. All these hard problems, man. All these hard problems, which is good. I actually enjoy. I should be solving more problems like these, honestly, if I want to actually, get really, really good. So I like it. Although I couldn't take this one down, but look at it again in the future. Secondly, I think I'm trying to think. I think honestly that I'm probably just gonna move towards freelancing. I feel like that makes more sense for me to just focus on coding and just becoming a better developer. And so like just doing freelancing and then at the same time, like becoming like a senior SWE at like my current role. I think these two things are probably fine. And although like, I don't even know if I'd be allowed to be senior SWE, but I think it's probably the fine. I don't think it's bad. I'm just trying to real time think about, okay, what do we want to do? And I think this is good. I think this also leads to like a lot of like just money. And then if I get good enough, I can just kind of pivot. Because like my kind of original thought was like, okay, well, I could do Fang and I'll get like the 80K a year for sure. But then work-life balance, I'm actually not too sure about that. I don't know what that looks like really. Depends on the team. It depends on like so many different things. But I do know at like Walmart, I know that understand like kind of the culture and everything way more. I actually think it's like perfectly fine. Like it's yeah, it's like completely fine. Like probably like 30 hours a week or something. And I know I want to do the business stuff. But like I could always get Fang in the future. So I'm thinking I might actually postpone it. Anyways, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, I guess, I suppose. And you guys kind of just get to see me like real time thinking, oh man, I need to like fix my computer too, because you can't see. You can't see, but or maybe you could see actually, I don't know. But anyways, so I'm thinking this, I probably just do this. Because also the same thing too that I'm doing is like leak code prep videos and system design actually. I don't mind system design. I keep doing that, but this stuff's all easy for me. But yeah. Anyways, we'll see what happens. If I get an interview, I mean, then I guess I'll do it. I don't even know if I would accept the offer though. Honestly. I have no idea if I would. Okay, what's the second thing? Second thing is that oh yeah, is the school group. So I am thinking, I don't know if should I do the challenge? 30-day challenge. 30-day. I could maybe. I should do the 30-day challenge and then probably just call it at that. I'm thinking of doing a 30-day challenge, interview prep, like challenge, right? Where like it's 30 days. We all do it inside the school community, right? I'm gonna help set you up with like a course for like day like 1 through 7, and set you up with kind of like a little course of like instructions. Like day 1 would be like updating your resume. Then day 2 goes into starting Leet Code. And then it would look something kind of like this, which is ideally, like I think it's gonna look something like this. Oh shoot. Oh my god, my thing is here. All right, I'm back. Where we at doing? Oh yeah, it was this one, right? I'm thinking of doing like, and I'm having like a little chart here like this, which is I'm just like a little template, but effectively where you just go through and you just know like, okay, here's the things I need to do. And so like there's literally 4 things. It's like code like 10 minutes a day or whatever, and then just kind of keep going. I don't know. Anyways. That's all. That's all I got. Okay, I think that's it. I don't have anything else really. The Leak Code contest is starting in I guess 1 hour. I would recommend doing that. And second thing too, I think it's very likely I'm going to set up this challenge for December, and it'll just be like just 30 days of interview prep. So like just doing like small little tasks to set you up with the problem is that it'd be way better in January, because I think in January people can actually get interviews. Like December is really dead for interviews because of the holidays and people are on vacation. So I think actually I should not do the challenge. I should set it up for January and launch it then. But I am going to do that challenge. And so basically every day for 30 days, I'll just be posting and giving advice on that stuff, and also giving advice on any companies that contact me. NVIDIA. A recruiter called me about a role for NVIDIA. So I'm gonna do that call and we'll see what happens. But anyways, like I mean, as maybe is slightly apparent. I don't know. I'm not really caring too much about like any of the Fang stuff. I think I can work very little hours right now and make a good amount of money, and then I can use that time to do other things. So those are my thoughts. I can do business stuff, which is really what I enjoy. I enjoy it a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, and peace. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.